So it even goes to show that at an AV conference, the AV isn't always flawless. So, good morning. Welcome to the 2025 LTSMG conference. Woo! Fantastic to have you here with us in Glasgow at the University of Strathclyde. I'm Dave Ammon. I'm representing University of Cambridge here at LTSMG, part of the exec team, and with me today is...
I'm Matt North. I'm the Senior Technical Lead for AV Services at the University of East Anglia.
I'm Adam Harvey. I'm the AV Solution Architect of the University of Hertfordshire and Joint Chair of LTSMG with...
Good morning, I'm Aaron Turnson-Smith, so yeah, Joint Chair with Adam here, and I'm part of, I'm also with Loughborough University. I'm the AV Manager that head up the Land Environments team.
There we go, we can dismiss those two now, because now it's time for housekeeping. Thanks, gents. Let me grab the fire alarm card. Here we go. So I've been given a special script to read, and they said it's best that if I read the script, because we all know what happens if Dave goes off-piste. There are no planned fire alarm tests today. Therefore, if an alarm does sound, please treat it as genuine. Now, I hope there's no little Easter eggs in here that I'm going to get tripped up on. Make your way to the nearest fire exits in a calm and orderly manner. Please familiarise yourself with the fire exits. They're the green running man signs if you've never seen a fire exit sign before. And follow the exit out of the building. The events team will assist with the building evacuation. The assembly point is towards the east of the building in the direction of the High Street on the corner of Shuttle and George Street. Please wait in the garden area until you're informed by a fire safety officer that it's safe to re-enter the building. I think it's quite nice to wait in the garden, isn't it? I quite like that. And just a reminder, no food or drink in the auditoria, please. Smoking is prohibited in all university buildings, including use of e-cigarettes, and toilets and lift are situated in the foyer should you require those. What's next, Matt?
Well, after we are finished up here this morning, we're going to be heading out into the sponsor exhibition, where we've got a good few hours of perusing our fantastic sponsor stands. If you haven't picked up your raffle card yet, you can do so from the welcome stand and the registration desk as you enter the exhibition. They are £10, and we've got two fantastic charities that we're raising funds for. So I would encourage you to pick one up if you haven't done so already. The idea is, if you haven't done it before, is to visit all of our fantastic sponsor stands and get a stamp after having a little chat with them. And they have all kindly donated some fantastic prizes this year. Very lucky for them to do so. And we'll be doing the prize draw at the end of the conference on Friday. So yeah, encourage you to go get stamping and have some good conversations as well.
And when you leave the auditorium this morning, just after our intro sessions, we ask that if you're sort of in the lower half of the auditorium, you leave by the exits down at the bottom here, and you'll be going to level 2 of the exhibition. And if you're slightly more towards the back, if you'd like to exit up into level 3, and it will just sort of split the crowd throughout the exhibition. So we've got a good few hours this morning for you to peruse the exhibition. We'll be moving on from the auditorium at about 10:15 into the exhibition, and we'll be in the exhibition until about 2 o'clock. Lunch will actually be served in the exhibition space from about 12:30.
We've also got teas and coffees out on both floors from the catering tables. So on level 2, they're at the back by the windows, and on level 3, they're up on the mezzanine overlooking the main entrance area. We'll be back in the auditorium at 2 o'clock, as Dave says, for some fantastic presentations and some talks, followed by a drinks reception at 4 p.m, back in the exhibition with a bit more time to peruse the sponsor stands. Coaches will be leaving at 5 o'clock sharp from the front of the building, back to the hotels, therefore we'll have about an hour and a half to get freshened up, ready for our fantastic evening event that we've got planned. Coaches will be leaving from the hotel at 7 o'clock sharp. The evening venue for this evening isn't walkable, so everyone will need to be on the coach at 7 o'clock sharp. We'll be herding people, but if everyone can try and be on time, that would greatly be appreciated.
So we'll be spending the evening at the beautiful venue of Oran Moor for an unapologetically Scottish themed evening. I got the word out finally. So let's see your Scottish attire. And we'll be there for the evening through until midnight, and we'll have coaches back to the hotel at midnight. It's going to be a fantastic evening of celebration of all things that are Scottish, food and drink and otherwise. So really looking forward to that. I think Campbell's probably got some surprises for us. I mean, you never know what he's going to throw. Yeah, it's going to be a really, really great evening. And then we've just got some requests again regarding to breakfast tomorrow morning. Similar to this morning, just with the capacity of the restaurant, if we can try and stagger breakfast. We put the details on the WhatsApp. In fact, that's a good point for us to put up the first QR code in the morning. We're really stretching the range of our wireless presentation clicker. I won't tell you what make it is. There we go. So please scan the QR and download a copy of the delegate info pack. It'll really help you get the best out of the event. You've got the main headlines of the programme on the back of your ID badge anyway, but there's obviously additional info in that. And highly recommend that you join the WhatsApp group. There'll be just general info coming out on the WhatsApp group throughout the event. It will just keep you informed with the various comings and goings, any little minor changes to agenda or any reminders, etc. And the details of the timings that we're going to request for breakfast will go through via the WhatsApp group.
Fantastic. I think that's us done.
I think it pretty much is. Yeah. Next, Matt. Next slide.
So we're really privileged this morning to have Beth Lawton, who is the Chief Digital and Information Officer here at the University of Strathclyde, who's going to formally welcome us to the university. So, Beth, thank you.
Good morning. My name is Beth Lawton, and as it says on the slide, I'm the Chief Digital and Information Officer of the University of Strathclyde. And as part of my role, I'm proud to be responsible for the university's digital infrastructure, the technology in our learning and teaching spaces, and more widely across the university. So it's in that capacity that I wish you welcome, bienvenue, Merhaba, welcome and good day to Scotland, Glasgow, and most particularly to the University of Strathclyde. At Strathclyde, we pride ourselves in being a leading technological university that is socially progressive. And those of you who took part in our campus tour yesterday might have assumed that we're a reasonably modern university, at least on the basis of our modern buildings and technology. But not so. We were founded in 1796 by John Anderson, a disgruntled lecturer from Glasgow University, who stated in his will that his estate should be used to create a place of useful learning. And that's a vision that we still hold true to today. Of course, we weren't always a university. That honour was conferred on us 61 years ago by our late Queen. But from the early days as Anderson's Institute, to our time as the Royal College of Science and Technology, and to our current incarnation as the University of Strathclyde, we have embraced technology and tried to use it in progressive and socially responsible ways. Indeed, one of our alumni was John Logie Barrott, and I wonder what that early television pioneer working in the Royal College building that many of you will have seen yesterday would have made of the AV equipment available to us today. Hopefully, he would approve of the way that we've built on his legacy to provide a consistent and reliable experience to our teachers and our learners. And of course, today, our technology is not just limited to the classroom. Yes, we provide a consistent experience across campus, but you will find the same setup here in the Technology and Innovation Centre, where research and events take place under the same roof and within the wider Glasgow City Innovation District. At our Advanced Manufacturing District, which houses the National Manufacturing Institute of Scotland. For those of you going home by plane from Glasgow Airport, you might want to look out of the window as you take off. It's the building with the zigzaggy purple roof and forms part of a manufacturing campus out on the edges of the city. And most recently, we've been putting the same technology in our newly formed University of Strathclyde, Bahrain campus. Since I joined Strathclyde 4 years ago, it's been very clear to me that technology forms an integral and important part of the student experience, and that we do need to be consistent and strategic in both its application and use. That means we don't just consider it as a means to an end, but as a way to enhance the university experience for our students, staff, and for visitors like ourselves. And so in that line, We're always keen to hear feedback on your experience of our facilities, although whatever happened in the Student Union bar last night probably shouldn't be shared. And like you, we look forward to learning from each other over the course of the conference. So that's enough of a welcome. You are, of course, most welcome here, and we hope that you enjoy your time in Glasgow. But to get on with the conference, I'm going to invite Campbell Jameson to take the stand.
Well, what can I say? 2025, we're here. I remember sitting at the conference in 2024 when we announced where we were going, and it was a shock. A shock to me and a shock to everybody else, but we've managed to bring it here. And I think what we've got is a wonderful group of professional people who can actually come here and appreciate what we're trying to do. What we do at Strathclyde is exactly the same as what other universities do across the country. And it's good to hear the feedback. We did our walk round yesterday, and the feedback I was getting from the people in my group was, oh, this is similar to what we do, which I thought was spectacular. What we tried to do yesterday was walk around different areas that weren't too heavily AV related to see what we can do at the university and how we fund and how we move technology forward. Walking around the stands today, you're seeing a multitude of different pieces of technology out there, things that we can integrate, build into the systems that we deliver in classrooms. I spoke yesterday about standardisation and standardisation processes and how we actually have evolved AV systems from 2017, from our first evolution of a lecture theatre, which we showed in the Royal College on the walk round, right through to the teaching and learning building, and now progressing on, as Beth said, to further afield in University of Strathclyde and Bahrain, which is a project I've been heavily involved in. Over the years, technology connectivity has changed. We started early, sort of 2010, VGA cables. Teams go out, plug the cables in, away we go. Delivering AV, delivering pictures and screens is not what we always do. We have to support these things, and looking at what we do and the teams that we've got, teaching the teams is just as important as putting a design together. And what we're finding now is technology is evolving. We've gone from VGA into USB, into HDMI, HDMI to DVI, then now into the USB-C realm, which, as you'll see outside, is absolutely mind-blowing what you can start to deliver, what you can start to integrate. So what I'm going to try and take from the conference and help everybody else in here is going to start to look at how we can push the boundaries of what we do and how we can engage with manufacturers, engage with systems, and deliver technologically impressive AV solutions. I could talk for ages, as you all know. I'm quite vocal at times, but what I want to do is try and reduce the speaking, welcome you all to university. Anybody that didn't do the walk around yesterday, I'm happy to take you for a wee wander this afternoon or tomorrow, etc., and just have a wee look at different areas. But cutting it short, I know that we all want to get back out to there. I'll just welcome everybody again on behalf of Beth, the principal, all the other members of staff to the conference, and let's all go and have some fun. All right.
I just want to say how great it has been to work with Campbell to make this conference happen. I just want you to give a huge shout out to Campbell Jameson, our fantastic host of the 2025 conference.
I would just like to say this is no single person that's delivered this. It's not just me. I've got Ian McCormick and my team. I've got the guys doing the presentations, the lights, the tech people. Bruce Roger, who's putting together a presentation you'll see later. The reason why my presentation was so short, I'm scared to go into the realms of what Bruce is going to talk about, and he hasn't showed me his presentation. So I'm just kind of trying to keep it brief. And everybody that's supported me in helping deliver it. This wouldn't be happening again if it wasn't for these guys as well. So it's a joint effort, not just one person. So I'll thank everybody else as well.
Fantastic. So just one final thing before we all move. We've got Adam with us this year, and he's capturing some fantastic footage for us for social media. We're going to get one massive photograph of us all assembled here. So, guys, do you want to move into the middle? Adam's in control. Where do you want us? Just all in the middle? Big smiles. All. Let's go and enjoy the exhibition, and basically lunch is at 12:30 in the exhibition space, and we'll come back in here for an afternoon of